law of detachment. Hands down, my favorite law of the universe.
The solution to your problem is not going to be found in the problem. It's not going to be found in there. You have to get out of the problem so that you can look at it, make an assessment, and you can assess how to solve the problem or whether you need to solve the problem or not. I mean, there's a lot of things in my life right now where I shrug my shoulders and go, okay, it's okay.
A lot of times I feel like we have to let go. I feel like the more you let go, the more you have to gain in all of life. And I'm not just saying in the sense like, don't care. I'm saying don't expect.
The more you open your life up for display, the more people find a way to drag you down. It's a natural sociological phenomenon. There's something powerful about disappearing and working in the shadows. Becoming unavailable and committing to become the next version of you in secret can be exhilarating, exciting, because you know that when you reappear, your transformation will shock the world.
That it gets you to a place of contentment and being the freaking man or the goddess faster than anything else.
What is your process for engaging detachment or for disengaging? Is it an active process where you go, I'm going to detach from this. I'm going to put myself in a situation that is pulling on me. There's this gravitational force, and I'm going to, create some imagery in my mind of walking away from it. Do I physically walk away from it? Do I outsource it to somebody else? What are some tools for detachment?
Now, how do we disappear the right way? Number 1, shut your mouth. Your mouth betrays you much more than you know. You need to get it under control. You will no longer speak openly about your life to anyone else. This includes your family, your friends, your coworkers, no one.
Your expectations are what's holding you back a lot of times in life. And that's not to say that if you stop caring about stuff, if you stop expecting stuff, things will come your way. It'll say that if you detach yourself from your desire and your expectation to gain something every time you do something, then everything you get is a gift. Everything you receive is a blessing.
And then I realized it was because I took a step back. To use your term, I broadened my field of view, which allowed me to think more clearly, because instead of being hyper-focused and narrowly focused, I broadened my range of vision. I took a breath before I made my call, right? I had to take a nice breath to speak clearly. And I realized that taking a step back and detaching, I got to see infinitely more than even the most experienced guys in my platoon. And I started doing it all the time.
My suggestion would be to find anything, one thing, some sort of expression, so like art, poetry, writing, working out, doing anything, but doing it for the sake of doing. We need to start living life for the sake of living life.
I want you to go forth, relax, and live. But make me proud. Be courageous. Do not fear. And don't hope. You heard me. Don't hope. No. KNOW. No.
To disappear and stay hidden, you will have to reprogram your mind. You'll have to not care what others think. First of all, they don't care about you. But the problem is, you think that they care about you, and that dictates a lot of your actions. You need to kill that side of you that cares what others think. What you have to do is create a person in your mind. That person is you, and you have to obsess about what that person thinks about you. And that's the only person that matters.
And so I started to do this kind of with my normal life, was to not get wrapped up in my own emotions, not get wrapped up in the gunfight that was happening right in front of my face, not to get wrapped up in the details of what was going on, but instead take a step back, detach, look around, and then you can make a much, much better decision.
You just know. You just detach, let go, and just be in that moment. Just be it. Just let go. Just let go. When you detach from the worry, you detach from the hope, and you just know it.
You'll develop some ambitious plans in this journey. You'll get excited. You'll want to share your plans with those around you. Don't you dare. Keep those plans close to your chest, like they are the passwords to your treasure. A healthy way to think about it is to imagine that every part of your plan that leaks out reduces your chances of accomplishing those plans by 5%. Every time you speak about your plans and show them openly to people, you are hurting yourself. You are satisfying others and hurting yourself.
When it comes on, I feel like once we put times on stuff, even though time doesn't really exist, once we put time on stuff, that's when it becomes held back. You know, you shouldn't connotate your expression, your goals, your aspirations with a certain lot to it. You know, you should just try to feel it now. Try to take that, whatever future mindset, whatever future goal you wish to embody, bring it into the present. Because there is no future. There's no future self to achieve, nor past self to overcome. Everything we want, need, and are is right now, and it will always be right now.
When I get defensive, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna raise my hands up and put my chin down. That's like a fighting mode. So if you and I are having a discussion and I'm starting to get heated and I'm starting to like, oh, he's not listening to me, instead of me putting my chin down and putting my hands like up to where I can put them in your face a little bit, no, I'm actually gonna take a step back. I'm gonna say, put my chin up. It changes my perspective a little bit more. Changes my visual perspective just by changing the angle of my head. Take a step back. Put my hands down. I'm not being in a defensive mood. I actually want to hear what you have to say. And if I start listening to what you have to say and not talking, it's very hard to be detached when you're talking. It's another key component. You want to detach? Shut your mouth.
It's simple. To become something through this process, you need to know what that something is. Be specific about this. What is it that you want to build? Want to be absolutely jacked and unrecognizable? Want to have a money printing business? Whatever it is, be very clear on what you want to accomplish. Write it down. Put it up in places that you can see it. But remember, no one else can see it.
One of my favorite sayings, I created this saying: the devil uses hope, God uses knowing. Remember that. A lot of people say, oh, I hope it works out. I hope I can do this. I hope I can do that. You need to know it. You need to know that you can do it. You need to know it.
You have to love this disappearing act. You will have to love crushing it in the shadows. You will feel everything is quite strange at the beginning, but eventually you will find yourself enjoying the pain and not being seen. This is going to include a shift in your thinking, a reprogramming of your mind. It is something that will be a part of your positive transformation. So embrace it and help the change occur.
So, when you talk about the mechanics, when I teach this to people now, the mechanics of it, take a step back. Literally, you and I are at a meeting, there's a bunch of people, this starts to get a heated argument, I will literally push my chair back away from the table. Change my perspective, widen my field of view.
I feel like that's truly the all-governing thing. How you feel about yourself, and I feel like once you feel good about yourself, you feel good about your expression. Once you feel good about your expression, anything you make, create, do, say, think, it's part of that. Once you feel good about that, your perspective is all good. And once you feel good about that, your life is all good.
After you've accomplished your transformation, you can reappear. But actually, something very interesting will have happened along the way. This reappearing back into society is something you won't need anymore. If you do this right, you won't care to reappear. You'll have now become one with the shadow. Your life will have transformed beyond your expectations. You will always keep crushing it and will keep pushing towards bigger goals, better goals, and you will remain a mystery to most. And you'll find that you found a calming peace in the shadows and that you found a new life that you enjoy far greater than what you had before.